When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the home of the Purdue Boilermakers, Ross-Ade Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Purdue Boilermakers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Give to the running back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. All right, guys, let's talk about Georgia Tech. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff that becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? Comes down the stretch, who's playing the best.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Takes a handoff. It's Haynes. Fights off a defender.
You want to settle everybody in on the road? You want to take the nerves away? Run the football. Really, really good job. The offensive line, they're physical and nasty. They're not nervous. They're not worried about this crowd getting loud. They just want to hit you right in the mouth, and they started the game off with some good physicality.
The give to the tailback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Off the play fake. Quarterback moving. Trying to make magic with his feet. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Dropping back, it's Kane. Trying to beat the D deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Man, that one is going to make this quarterback sick to his stomach. That's almost always. They snapped it to the up man. He's on the run. And they roll the dice, and it ain't snake eyes. They pick up the 1st down.
I love the aggressive nature. They told us coming into this game they were just going to let everything go. And here we are in the first drive of the game. They line up in the punt formation, and they fake it. Not just that, they pick it up, This drive is staying alive. I love it.
They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Caught near the sticks. It's Rivers. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. He breaks a tackle. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Tuggle. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Looking to throw on first down. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Picked off! What a play by this defense. And on the interception return, he'll finally be stopped at the 33.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go over to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to throw, it's King. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in games.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. He's open on the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Boilermakers are in the hurry-up.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Wants to throw on first down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to...
Turning it on! And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
57 yards out, and he powers it through the uprights. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Mountain West. Georgia is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These dogs have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Vanderbilt. Any change in momentum, any notable highlights from Mountain West country, we'll let you know, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Got a little space. Can't get him to the ground.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Wants to throw. It's King. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
Makes the grab, it's Patterson. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Wants to fire on second down. Caught near the sticks, it's Patterson. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
First down for the offense.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air on first down. He's looking deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, and gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They've got a first down here to open the period. Now they'll run it to the right here. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll send the back in motion. Quarterback may change this route. Second down, he'll throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he hurt him.
Serious arm strength on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
What a great play by the defense. Listen, that's why he plays defense. Yes, I get it. I get the jokes. Defensive guys can't catch real well. But the offense, they caught a big-time break right there. That could have been disaster on their side of the field. Could have been a big turnover that led to points.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And the Yellow Jackets can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Maybe a double pass. Bringing the heat. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Dropping back, it's Kane. Throws to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Boilermaker! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Haynes. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
They'll run play action. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Another incompletion on third down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
He gets a block. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
And the Boilermakers moving quickly to the line. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Wide receiver going in motion. Snap it to the back. Got room to work. There he goes. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
The Boilermakers have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. And this time they're waiting for him, and he only gets back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Grab behind the line. It's Tuggle. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He caught it. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him. Try to get him on the ground.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Purdue!
One thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a 1-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Scanning the field, it's King. Gets it out fast. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. With the catch, it's Rutherford. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
That's caught. It's Stockton. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And guys, how many first downs is that? Just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
Under fire. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think he'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Pulls it in, it's Rutherford. Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there. The Yellow Jackets want to pick up the tempo. Quarterback will keep it. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. They'll immediately call timeout. And the Yellow Jackets back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. To the air, it's King. That's caught, it's Haynes. He'll be run out of bounds at the 14.
Running backs are wide receivers. They do such a great job nowadays out of the backfield. All you got to do, dump it to him. Get it to him quick, and he'll make the rest happen with his running back skills. But they do so much work with wide receivers in practice that they basically have become wide receivers now.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. They'll go back to the air on second down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Calls his own number. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
And what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking downfield on first down. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
You got to pump it up, don't you know, pump it up. You
Jackets will kick it away to crank up the second half. Bringing it back. Fielded in the end zone, it's Tuggle. Slips through the line, and he's got an alley. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Nice job by the defense, just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
The offense changing the play. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Here comes the heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
They booted away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They go to the ground. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Off play action. Pressure coming. Fires downfield. He's got an open man. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
And he hauls it in inside the 30.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Got some room to run. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Boilermakers! What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. What about the speed of that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
That keeps the score. Georgia Tech 28, Purdue 23.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's going to try to return this one. He was bold to bring that thing out of the end zone, but he'll go out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. The sure hands, it's Rivers. Brink continues to fight for yards. He's inside the 40, the 20, the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. West Virginia is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Georgia State. Sun Belt, Fun Belt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on 1st down. He wants to take the top off. Makes a grab deep. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive, maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on 1st down, first play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. And that's exactly what happened. Nice job.
And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Touchdown, Purdue! And the comeback is on.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
They'll line up to go for 2. From the gun. Using his feet to buy time. And he just held on to the football too long, and the defense rolled him out of bounds and forced the loss.
That keeps the score. Georgia Tech, 35. Purdue, 29.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Rides the back and leaves it. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Running back searching for a hole. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. And the Yellow Jackets racing to the line in a hurry up. They'll try to run for it. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1.
It's a 3rd and 4. Brings up 4th down.
The Yellow Jackets will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The give to the left. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Coming up, 4th down.
Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Boilermakers will try to pin them back with the punt. Now on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, he broke out another move. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Fires on the move. Makes the grab. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. That's the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Looking downfield, it's Kane. Looking to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. And the Yellow Jackets will hustle to the line. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Still on the 2-yard line after the incompletion. It's 3rd and goal. short pass to put the 6 on the board. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Tuggle. And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
That's breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. From the gun. Slings it downfield. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Makes the grab. It's Thomas. Now he gives him a little more breathing room as he works his way out to the 17.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Hauls it in down the sideline. And that tackle almost certainly saved the touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Looking to throw again. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. The Boilermakers are on the move. They'll send the tight end in motion. The give on the option. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the fourth quarter, they're going to need it.
And the Boilermakers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
And they'll come to the line trying to take a slice out of this lead on 3rd and goal. Wideout trying to get it in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Let's it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermaker! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
One of of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He's looking to throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
The Yellow Jackets with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. This quarterback part of their running game. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. They'll run it. Breaks the tackle. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
And not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead. Late in the 4th quarter, inside of a minute, I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
Looking for a man. It's Kane. Makes the catch. It's Rutherford. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away. They kick it away on 4th down. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own 1. Fires to the big fella. He's loose at the 15. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. He's got it inside the 25. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. They keep count of their number of explosive plays, and that last one has them set up 1st and 10 at the 19. Caught behind the line. It's Thomas. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Caught in the backfield. It's Thomas. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The quick out. And he's down after making the catch, but did not reach the line to gain. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that 1st down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the 4th down conversion.
They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Leaves it with the running back. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Ground with the back. And that is how we will wrap this one up. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.